Ready, set.
6 is coming. We're going to Mike 96. Here I come. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Keep breaking them balls up.
On second down now. Jefferson. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Rabbit. He's checking.
Bravo.
Crash.
Operating from the gun. Higgins. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Here we go.
A gain of 8 and a first down.
Ready.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a play fake here on first down. Airing one deep for Riddick. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Get it.
To throw again. Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Coming to you.
Check 13. Check 6. Watch twist.
On second down, it's Stump. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Check. 59.
Check right.
Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First down. Set. 50 foot the flat. 55. Hey, eat.
Here we go.
Sponge. No. Watch twist.
On first down, Stump. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Alert 3.
Switch. Go. He's coming. We got double up.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Watch safety creeping. Check nickel.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
SOS.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
They'll run on first down. It's Stump. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
58, Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, you go take.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now. It's Stump, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Higgins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Higgins. He finds Reddick, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now a give, right side. Jefferson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Off play action. Higgins. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be caught. 36 yards on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Clear. Watch that, watch that.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Tight down. There you go. Kill. Swing.
They run the counter. Jefferson at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Lucky.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there and only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Neil, Hatchet. Check 24. Check 24. Check 50. Check 50. Hey. The motion. Mike's 5'9".
Now it's Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. So
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Higgins. Flush to his right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Higgins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Now a give, right side. It's Stump, and he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. He spins free. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen to you? Touchdown, Cardinals! In for the score. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
My 55.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let go!
At their own 36-yard line.
Come on, set.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Looking to throw. Higgins. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Hey, exit.
Under crunch.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Higgins airing one deep for Riddick. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs. And
he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Shift. Alert flare.
Hard.
Check it back.
And again this time to the tailback.
Go, run.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ready.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
49, check 45.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Go! 10-2 stop.
Can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Get it.
Kill.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 16-yard touchdown. Where the Cardinals push further out in front.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready.
Six is coming. You know Mike.
Hey, Sam on.
It's gonna be a long day, offense. It's gonna be a long day.
You're out.
Show it eight.
Check 37. Check 37. Let's go.
On second down, Jefferson. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, baby.
A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show you.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic. All day, baby, all day. Ship. Showdown. Kill.
Here's Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that we enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performance.
That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 42 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, Jefferson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Let's go,
They're down
boys,
here in the
bring it
fourth,
up.
and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Okay, break.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 55. Mike 55.
It's been a long day for you.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Let it go.
Jackson on first down, rolling to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down. Stump. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 55. 55. Mike.
Here it comes, here it comes.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
30 base. 3's the mic.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
25, check 25, check 25. Gone, gone. Hey, rock it. Rock 5.
On first down, Jefferson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Back to throw. Higgins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Finally, a good